Alright, so welcome to my World of Warships videos. This time we're not in a review, we are seeing a replay of me playing the Tirpitz, and it's going to take a while before I will do a review of the Tirpitz, but generally I really like the ship. I don't know what it is, but since the last month or something like that, I got really into battleships and I love them. I mean, they have really powerful guns. If you know how to play with them, they actually are really good versus, you just have to, basically your biggest enemy in a battleship is destroyers. But after playing the game for a while, you know what, you kinda can predict what the destroyers are going to do. Probably there is going to be a destroyer in A, and we're going to see that there is a destroyer in A. And you want to stay away from destroyers, and once you spotted them or something like that, you just know that there are torpedoes in the water, and you learn this by experience. And I have to say that experienced battleship players are not like those battleship players that you see just sailing in a straight line and not turning or not changing their course and then eat all of the destroyers' torpedoes. I don't like that. I am really maneuverable always. I always turn to left, to right, turn my guns. I'm not afraid to change from the broadside and always angle my ship. And as you can see, I just spotted an enemy destroyer in the cap zone, and also the smoke kinda gives it away. But I see that there is a Nuremberg, and the Tirpitz has torpedoes, and it is around 6 kilometers. But I think the Nuremberg is slowing down, so he isn't. Well, he isn't interesting for me anymore. So there I saw a Tirpitz. Fire my guns, all of them. Only 3 hits, but I penetrated, but not hit his citadels, unfortunately. No, anyway, this gameplay was really good. I died though, but I've got a lot of XP of this game. Mostly because, well, this is a perfect example of how I play my battleships. And as you can see, we saw a Nuremberg there. Here's a little bit of a replay bug, but I knew where the Nuremberg was going. I thought he was going to be in reverse again, so I shot the torpedoes right at him. But unfortunately, he did not decide to go in reverse back, but he decided to go forwards, so he sailed outwards of my torpedo. Was unfortunate. Of course, the destroyer is still at A, and that's the reason why I'm not that aggressive. Normally I'm really aggressive with battleships, but I know that there is the destroyer in A, and I think it's a Mayhem, I'm not sure. No, it's a Fubuki, I'm sorry, it's a Fubuki. A Fubuki is in A, and I know that he is in A, and I can't cap it. I can't spot him, and probably he's going to launch his torpedoes once if I am in like a 5 kilometers range or something like that, so I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to sail towards C and try to help the people on the left flank, because basically our whole team is on the right flank but nobody's on the left flank. So I decided to go and help the left flank. Saw that there was an Amagi on really low HP, only 6,000. So I thought like, maybe I can hit him. Only 1200 XP, and boom, got him. 3 hits. One of them didn't penetrate, but the other 2 did. And I destroyed the Amagi. I know it's kinda kill stealing, but I mean, the less gun the better. You basically always want to focus down people who are on low HP, because if they are out of the game, they can't use their guns anymore. So there we saw a Tirpitz, and the Tirpitz kinda has really good armor around the citadel, but it gets easily penetrated. Those penetrating hits, even though you're not hit in the citadel, you're still going to take a bit of damage. And like you just saw, I hit around 5 to 4 shots on him and did 13,000 damage, but a lot. So I'm going to try it again. This time he is angled a little bit more, so I don't think I'm going to penetrate with my shots. Yeah, only 4,600. Those shots did not penetrate. But the Tirpitz has, I like the Tirpitz. Why? Because it's very maneuverable, as you can see. It's very fast also, it can do 30 knots almost. And it turns very fast, and the turret reverse is also very good for a battleship. I saw the Nuremberg again, and he's He's pretty far away, but I only need to hit him once or twice. So his shot's coming in. Bam, 2 times. They over-penetrated, but I got the kill. There we go. The less gun, the better, like I said. And I'm turning here from left to right. I'm really maneuverable. That's why I like the Tirpitz a lot, because it's such a maneuverable battleship. It's basically like an oversized cruiser, like a battle cruiser or something like that. It's not really a battleship in my eyes. And I'm really abusing this because I know this is a very maneuverable ship, and I'm not afraid to change course or change my guns to side, so I can angle my armor better versus them and basically make the most what I can do to make not a fair fight versus the enemy. Also the guns itself, the guns are lower caliber than a usual battleship gun, but they fire much faster. As you can see, I only have a 25 seconds reload time, and a normal battleship has around 35 seconds, I think. And they also traverse faster, like I just said. And a lot of people underestimate these guns. The only downside of these guns is that they are pretty inaccurate on long distances. They can shoot very far though. They can shoot 21.5 kilometers. Which that's kind of long, but they are very inaccurate at long distances. So what I'm just doing here is try to hit the Fubuki, so we can go cap and B, because I think the battleships are not really interested in B, so I thought like B is a free cap. But then I saw that the C cap was getting capped, the C flag getting capped, so I decided to move my ass towards C. And I know that there is a destroyer, but I just spotted a Fubuki. And never mind, the Fubuki is dead, but the Mitsuki is still alive. And the Mitsuki is only at tier 6, and I know that the reload times on the torpedoes of the Mitsuki are very long, because I played the destroyer by myself. So what I just thought is maybe I can lure him on shooting his torpedoes on me. And then I can come in, shoot my full salvo of HE at him and kill him and get the C cap. No, this was my plan. It didn't really end that well, but I still got a little bit of damage on the Tirpitz. And as you can see, these guns, they lack penetration, but they can still do quite a lot of damage, even though they did not penetrate. Alright, I think I over penetrated Tirpitz, probably hit this superstructure there. And also what's really good is that this ship has torpedoes. To be honest, I really haven't really used them a lot. The only reason why I use my torpedoes on the Tirpitz is mostly because of scaring the enemy. So I fire a torpedo at him and he turns away, or he turns into me and I'm closer. These guns, they can penetrate citadels, and you're going to see it in a minute. I think I hit the Amagi, or I'm not sure, the North Carolina. No, it's the Amagi. And I hit a citadel, but only from really close range. So these guns, they are very good, but only from close range. And everyone says the same thing. The Tirpitz is a brawler. It's a close range brawler. Always be as close as possible. But the problem is, if you go as close as possible, that there are always DDs around, and those DDs are really annoying. But I can fight them. I mean, the Tirpitz has a lot of secondary guns. It's very maneuverable. It can dodge torpedoes very good. And the guns reload pretty fast for a battleship, and they also turn very fast. So it's kinda, well, of course it's a battleship, and battleships are not that good versus destroyers. But anyway, we can still do a lot and dish out a lot of damage. So here oh, never mind, he's the Amagi. So he's turning, and it doesn't matter to raise a salvo on him. If he is turning, I'm probably not going to penetrate with these guns. So I switch my target to the Tirpitz again, fire my frontal guns. And I thought I could tactical beach myself here and get the C cap, and maybe, oh never mind. First this, watch the Amagi. So, first shot's coming in, only did 2000 damage, but then he turns his hull towards me. So he's basically exposing his broadside. And I'm coming in here, And oh, nice shot. And I know that the Amagi has only 200mm of armor, so it should easily penetrate this guy. And I did. One Citadel hit, one hit and one kill. Nice. Okay, so I wanted to tactical beach myself here, so I could cap the C flag. But unfortunately, apparently the Hipper, who was on the other side of the island, could shoot at me in an arc, and I did really not expect that from a Hipper to happen. I thought I could steal the kill here, but just too late, unfortunately. Otherwise I could have gotten Kraken released as one of the rewards. Unfortunately the Hipper was shooting at me at the other side of the island. And there was still a Mitsuki here, and I know that he is behind the island where my cursor is pointing at, and there he is. So 5 kilometers from me, I still have 42,000 HP. Loading my HE. He is back, he is not reversing anymore. Fire my guns, did 2,500 damage, and I know that there are torpedoes in the water. So what I immediately do now is point my bow at the torpedoes, but I'm a little bit late and I take one of them. I could avoid the other 5, but I had to take one. So what I just thought here is that the Tirpitz is shooting at me. The Tirpitz is basically invulnerable if you point your bow towards the enemy. So that's what I do here. I just point the bow at the enemy, get full speed, trying to get the Mitsuki before he reloads his torpedo tubes. And here, well, I accidentally switched to AP. I shouldn't have done that. It's because I changed my buttons. Normally HE is on my 1 button, but it did not help. So, where is the Mitsuki? He should be really close by. There he is, 2 kilometers. Trying to get my guns to reload. And secondaries open up. Guns reloaded. Fired my guns, but he just got his torpedoes out of in the water. And I take them. I cannot avoid them. And I was really hoping, if I did not do that stupid thing with the HE and the AP switch, but it's all my fault. I shouldn't have done that. It was just an accident. I could have killed him, and he did not have had the chance to launch his torpedoes at me. And maybe I can get a Hipper instead. I mean, the Tirpitz is a very good battleship versus cruisers. Because the low caliber guns mean that they cannot over-penetrate enemy light cruisers and still do full damage with all the citadels combined. So we're going to win this match. I'm going to end here before it's going to corrupt my record files again. So that's it. I hope you liked the battle, and I will see you